Hello, welcome beautiful vibrant souls to today's pick a card reading, which is going to be what are you manifesting versus what are they manifesting. So if there's a person that you have in mind, somebody who is special to you, you have some type of soul connection with, you're just really curious about, we can try to manifest a lot of different things, but when there is a connection, there is at least two energies involved, and both parties to a certain extent have a certain amount of free will, right? So it's helpful to kind of get an idea of what you are manifesting and what they are manifesting. Now, this is going to have multiple parts. Excuse me. So it's going to be what you are consciously trying to manifest, what you're actually manifesting, what they are consciously trying to manifest, what they are actually manifesting, and any kind of words of advice from your guides about everything going on. So as usual, we have three options to choose from, but I denoted them today by tarot cards. So option one was this classic, which in this deck, this would be the Five of Cups. You can't back out now. If you were like, that's my one, and then you find out it's the Five of Cups, you're like, oh shoot, I was teasing. You can choose whichever one you want. We have option two, which is the Extra Firm, and that would be the Judgment card in this deck. And we have option three, which is the Duo, which is, interestingly enough, the Hermit in this deck. So feel free to take your time, pause the video if need be, meditate, contemplate on the options in front of you. When you have found one that best resonates with your energy, head down to the timestamps in the description box below, and let's get this party started with group number one. Hi, group one. Okay, so you put up with me being a little saucy. So just some things I want to talk about with this card. There's been some sadness here, I feel. There's been some disappointments. In this deck, usually the Five of Cups shows 3 cups spilled over and 2 left standing. Here we have the 2 spilled over, the 2 left standing, and we have the 1 in the center. This feels like you could be deciding whether or not to leave this connection behind entirely or whether or not you think it can have another go. This could be something where it's like one of you feels as if all is lost, the other one still thinks there's hope, and so there's kind of this like big emotional sort of barrier in between, or there's a lot of big emotions between the two of you. I always notice with this card the letter torn up here, so you guys could be in no contact at this time. We have a sun and moon pictured on this card as well. There could be synastry between your sun and moons, but one person could really be seeing the seeing the positive here, seeing the light, and the other person might still be confused or still be kind of in their fears. So I do kind of see that, but the overall energy is that, excuse me, I'm sorry, my allergies. The overall energy is that there has been some sense of loss here, and you guys might be on either different pages about how to proceed, or you might be sort of going back and forth within yourself. So I want to look at for you first, I'm just thinking about how I want to do this. Okay, I'm going to pull an overarching energy kind of card, and then I'm going to look at yours specifically first. It's this one. Individuality, okay. Card 11, so that it reduces to a 2, but that's a master number. And pride is at the bottom. Somebody here might be being too prideful. Somebody here might be overly attached to their ego. Excuse my burp. Overly attached to their sense of individuality. Somebody may have thought it was best to go their own way, and they regret it now, and they don't really know how to back down. I do see that. But I do feel like as well, you guys are kind of doing, even if you are not like totally in separation, there's an element where you're two individuals who are kind of looking at each other now and being like, is there something here, right? Is there something more? Can we make this work? It's like two very strong personalities coming to the table, which I think when you're in alignment, you're on the same page. That can be a really powerful thing. But if you're not, that can be like two quite serious forces sort of squaring off against one another. I noticed that I'm having like these like little wisps of like channeled information keep like kind of almost popping into my head and then popping right out. So there might be a lot of distractions going on for you or your person mentally. It's making it hard for me to like filter through. So I do apologize for like the stops and starts and the staring off into space as I buffer mentally. I do kind of see that though, like where This feels like even though it's not the Judgment card, it does feel like a period of assessment. I do feel like as well, there is an element where you both are manifesting things for your individual journey. Whether you move forward in that together or not. We have, like I said, 11, which is an ascended master number. So there's a lot of spiritual guidance around this. So I want to see for you first, what are you consciously trying to manifest? It is absolutely this one. What are you consciously trying to manifest, friend? Okay, I will take both. I want to look at, not this card. I want to look at this card. Jeez Louise. I want to look at these cards, but not take them. So the Knight of Wands reversed. Excuse me. Wow. The Seven of Cups reversed. The Magician reversed. I feel like there's a sense here where I feel like you're trying to manifest, because then as I tried to flip those back over, we had the High Priestess reverse and the Eight of Wands reverse. I feel like you're trying to manifest that this person kind of like figures their stuff out. Maybe that this person, you know, the Knight of Wands is a spiritual seeker. They're trying to find what is inspiring to them, right? And what can motivate them enough to want to push through the challenging moments instead of like being prone to shiny object syndrome, which is absolutely the Seven of Cups a little bit. So you could be manifesting that this person, you could be manifesting that this person kind of is ready to let that go, is ready to be a little bit more committal. Yeah, the Knight of Cups at the bottom. I have to be honest, just because we have the 2 cups spilled over, you could be manifesting if this person has options, that all their other options go poorly. Just like, don't let me tell you how to do your thing. And kind of show them that that whatever you're presenting them is the best option. But I do kind of feel like, you know, if you've had to give this person space, I feel like there's a sense here where, you know, maybe like part of you is hoping that everything like kind of points them back to you. So I feel like what you're consciously trying to manifest, yeah, the 10 of Cups. So when I say consciously trying to manifest, when, you know, you're doing your manifestation work, this is what you'd set intentions for. This is what you're wanting. I'm really drawn into the per favore here, so you, which is please in Italian. And I'm sorry that my Italian accent's not very good. So there's a sense here where you could be manifesting, just because I'm really drawn into that, you could be manifesting a little bit more sort of balance between the two of you, like, you know, please and thank you, give and take, you know, a little more consideration. I do see that. Yeah, exactly. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Two of Swords in reverse. These are 2 cards of balance, and they're both coming out reverse. I feel like you're manifesting that this person come back, or this person give you an offer that is like essentially making up for what they have done prior. I feel like this person could have wanted to take some space with individuality to go do their thing. And so I feel like that might be something that's been very difficult, very painful for you. So you're manifesting that they choose you, and you're manifesting that they're willing to show up in a much better way than they did before. I'm looking at this little boat, almost like a lifeboat, and I know that's not it, but it's almost like hoping that they'll let you back in the boat. I don't know why that's what I got. So I feel like consciously what you're trying to manifest is you're trying to manifest an apology. You're trying to manifest the, you know, the big offer. You're trying to, I feel like, manifest this person coming back and being willing to make up for what they've done wrong and make your happily ever after kind of with them that you had in mind a reality, right? You know, again, per favore, you might want this person to kind of beg, like, please take me back. Like, please, I want to come back. I want to come home. That might be kind of like the energy here, but to essentially make a decision, right? Because even though this is the Two of Swords, in the pan here, we have the 4 strips of bacon, which would indicate from the context of the card, the 4 of Swords kind of energy. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The 4 of Swords kind of energy. And there's a sense here where, again, those are 2 cards of no communication, no action. So you could be trying to manifest that this person comes back and like has stuff to say, you know, is explaining themselves, you know, with this being the constant, explaining why they've been inconsistent, explaining a little bit about, you know, the journey of self that they may have been on in the time you've been apart, that would kind of contextualize and make you understand, like make it make sense is what I'm trying to say. So this is what I feel you're consciously trying to manifest. Now, what are you actually manifesting, right? You guys had shit to say. The King of Cups. Okay. All right, that's positive. We like that. Wow, yours is really hopping out. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I wanted to take one, but this is the actual one. Wow, okay, the Five of Wands reversed. I want to look at the one I almost took. I'm not going to take it, but the Devil reversed. Okay, this is quite positive. And the King of Wands at the bottom, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the letters L, A, and M. And we also have the letters S, B, and C. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces here. Okay, so what you're actually manifesting, I feel you may be manifesting exactly what you want. Especially the more with individuality, the more you've kind of been able to release it and kind of be like, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to do my own thing. I don't know if you've been working on your manifestation style or technique, but this is what you're manifesting. I feel like you're manifesting somebody who, and I feel this is for many of you from this person, but we'll get into it in a minute. I feel like you're manifesting somebody who is surrendered to partnership, is not fighting the idea of partnership. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, right? They're all done doing their thing. They're all done making it all about them. They're a lot more willing to, because the Nine of Pentacles for me can be somebody who, I'm not saying they're not a generous person, but they're focused on themselves, their bag, like they're in that era of their life, right? So I think you're manifesting somebody who is, in touch enough with their feelings, right, is emotionally mature enough and open enough to love that they're willing to give to others. They're willing to share everything they have with somebody that they love. Again, there's like a sense of like making up for an imbalance here. You're manifesting that. And with the Five of Wands in reverse, you're manifesting somebody who will also choose you. Like they're not distracted by other opportunities. This is somebody who's not going to be fighting you for like on a relationship and on a commitment, especially. Oh, sorry, that's my dad. I was like, what is that sound? It's just him on the phone. He just speaks very boisterously. I like that about him. So I'm like, what is that? So yeah, you're manifesting somebody who's like surrendered to the idea of a relationship, of commitment, and who's not going to be fighting you every single step of the way. Pardon me, I got an itchy nose. Not going to be fighting you every single step of the way about, oh gosh, I have a really itchy nose, I'm sorry, about committing and about what it takes to actually be in a relationship. Somebody who can hold an equal value and measure, that they have individuality, but they're also part of a relationship. Because we have, as you see in this deck, there are cards where the Merkaba is the same color as the background, and there are ones where it's different. But when it's the same, I take that to mean that your internal frequency is in resonant harmony with your external reality. So it's being reflected back to you. And so there's a sense here with the red, the root chakra, feeling secure in yourself. This might be mirrored where you might be feeling secure in yourself now to put up boundaries with this person, to walk away, secure enough in yourself to kind of like manifest this in the sense of like manifesting with detachment. Like, okay, I'm going to set my intentions. I did the work I needed to do. Now the universe is going to take care of it. That's what might be the difference here, especially if you used to be kind of an anxious manifester. This is what's making a difference. And this person, their energy, I feel, is shifting and changing to feel more secure in their individuality, even when in partnership with others. Because I feel this isn't just with you. I feel like they might be a little skittish when it comes to any close connection. This could be something where they are hyper independent. They cling to their independence because it is a security blanket for them. So what you're manifesting, and for some of you, this will be a new person comes along. I say this because we do have two different kings here. So if it's not this person, there is a new individual, but I'm going to clarify this King of Cups real quick. For most of you, I feel like this is the person you've been dealing with. Yeah, interesting. What do we have here? I feel like I want to take them, so I will. King of Swords in reverse, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have the letters C and M. So again, the letter C and the letter M have both shown up multiple times now. The Ace of Pentacles reverse, the Four of Cups, the Star reverse, more Aquarius energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles reverse, and here we have C, T, and M. So again, C and M are coming up like 3-4 times so far. Excuse the Eight of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Swords reversed, and then the Six of Swords reversed. So I feel like this is somebody, you know, all this to clarify the King of Cups. This is somebody who is like trying to do things very practically before. This is somebody who didn't see the like long-term potential, didn't see the stability here. Maybe you guys have really like different kind of ways of doing things, different backgrounds. There's something like this. And I feel like, you know, there's a sense here with the Ace of Swords. You guys might have really great conversation. You guys might intellectually get along very, very well, but there's a sense where the actual stability, the practical aspects of this connection, this person did not see this before. And I feel like that's what's changing. This person's learning to lead with their heart with the King of Cups, because I feel like there's all this potential here with the Star in reverse for this to be a wish come true. But I do see that it would take work, right? Because we have this Four of Cups, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It would take work. And with that Six of Swords in reverse, this is the inner child healing card for me. It would take work in the heart space to be able to make this happen. And I think deep down your person knew this. They may have kind of told themselves, I feel like with the Ace of Swords, that it's about other things. Like they found a logical justification. And I think with that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, their logical justification was like, we could never make this happen. Like it's just not practical, all these other things. But this resulted in this Four of Cups where they rejected you, or they were just not participating in the relationship. And because they're leading with the heart and not the head, I feel like this is changing. So for many of you, this is the same person. For, like I said, for a few of you, this is like, you know, a almost like counter response to the energy you've been dealing with, right? Somebody who's apathetic, somebody who's inconsistent, somebody who's solely looking at practicality and uses that as an excuse to not be emotionally vulnerable. Yeah, this person doesn't have that problem. So this is what you're actually manifesting as a result, right? You know your worth and you're not settling. So I want to see what the person on your mind, what they are. Okay. Oh, I want to see what they are consciously manifesting. We have the Queen of Cups, and when it fell, it reversed itself. I am going to keep it like that, but let me explain. So I love the fact that we had the King of Cups and now we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, then the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I'm telling you, whatever you guys are doing, it's working. And the Chariot. Okay, Cancer's energy. And there's the King of Cups at the bottom. This person gets it. This person woke up. I talked about that before. I'm like, it's not the Judgment card, but it feels like that energy. Yeah. This is what this person's consciously trying to manifest. They know that you're soulmates, right? This is a true pair, but of all of the true pairs in the tarot, this is the soulmate one more than anything else. Like these two and the King and Queen of Wands. But this is like a very emotional thing. So this person is manifesting, first of all, that you see them that way, because they might not know how you're feeling, especially if you're not in communication, that you still see them this way or you see them this way. They are manifesting a relationship, hands down, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They want to show you how they've changed. They want to show you that they're not selfish. They are manifesting a chance to do better and to be able to have success and victory with you. We have the, see how we have the soup and we have the cast iron pan here. In this deck, this is on the Ace of Pentacles and this is on the Ten of Swords. So after a really painful, challenging cycle where there may have been a lot of betrayal, they may feel like they betrayed you. You may also feel like that. They want to show you that there can be this stable offer, this stable beginning. Now, why the Queen of Cups came out reversed is that I do feel like they hope that you still feel like that, and they're trying to manifest that you do feel like that about them. But they're also trying to manifest that you are going to be forgiving with them, that you're going to be gentle, you're going to show them the love you've always shown them. And whether you want to is totally up to you. I feel many of you do, but there's a sense here where if you try to pull a fast one, I'm gonna put the smack down, which like I'm here for it. I love it. You know, we have the red, white, and the rosé here. There's a sense of like, I feel blending. You're willing to come to compromise, but you're willing to meet in the middle, but you're not willing to go any further than that. Whereas in the past you may have. This person wants, it's kind of like whatever you were offering before, this person wants that. They want like the healthy version of that, if that makes sense. This is what they're consciously trying to manifest. Now let's see what they are actually manifesting, because sometimes those are different. This person, I feel like this person's got fear in their energy a little bit. Hey, the King of Wands at the bottom. I feel like this person's what this person's actually manifesting is the confidence to face you, the confidence to go talk to you, the confidence to take some sense of responsibility, right? And to follow through. This person might not have been great. We saw that Knight of Wands poking out earlier. This person might not be great with follow through. And for me, one of the differences between like the Knight of Wands and the King and Queen of Wands is that the Knight of Wands is a spiritual seeker, like I was talking about. They're still looking for what sets their soul on fire. The King and Queen of Wands already know, right? And that's like, it's that knowing that like what their soul is asking them to do that carries them through the difficult moments. So with the Knight of Wands, they're not 100% sure. And so when the difficult moments happen, they're prone to just up and leave. They're prone to up and go because it's like, well, maybe this isn't for me then. Maybe this isn't my path. The King and Queen of Wands know, like, this is my path and there are going to be obstacles on it and I'm going to overcome them, right? And so there's a sense here where this person might be manifesting that they have or they maintain the drive, the motivation. I feel like the confidence in themselves. This person might be very prone to being wishy-washy in the past or having kind of like, I don't know, I'm saying double thinking. So like second guessing themselves. They have like two different mindsets and thus this person might have like a lot of like back and forth energy within themselves. They could have a lot of mutable placements in their chart. But yeah, let's see what they're actually manifesting. The Three of Swords, okay. The Two of Wands in reverse, okay. Interesting. The Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the Ace of Wands in reverse, interesting. Let me just sit with this for a sec. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting is we have M, D, W, and S here. So any of those might be important. Again, the letter M has shown up like 5 times already. This person is, first of all, manifesting, first and foremost, the biggest thing, and I feel like we saw this with the Queen of Cups. So what they're consciously trying to manifest, right, is that you accept their apology, that you see each other as like counterparts, that you want this relationship, that there's success. What they're actually manifesting, and some of this comes from the fear in their energy I'm picking up, is they're actually manifesting that, first and foremost and most importantly, that you accept their apology. Because I feel like there's a sense here where you know, they know that with the Three of Swords, they have to face the fact that, you know, Three of Swords, Five of Cups, they have to face the fact that their actions had a negative impact on you. This is hard for them to do. They are afraid of your response. They are afraid of what you have to say. They are afraid that you will not have any love for them anymore. That's the fear. So they're trying to ready themselves. I feel like because they're trying to deal with their fear and that's in their energy, one of the things that they're sort of like manifesting is that there is this turning point from the fear. I feel like with the Two of Wands in reverse and the Three of Swords, right? They are manifesting that there is some type, what they're very afraid to get an answer from you. That's like definitely the thing here. So if you've been trying to manifest, again, clarity, answers, be like, nope, you either come to the table with this or like, that's it. They know, they've received the message, which I love that for you. But they are trying to manifest, or they are manifesting that this is a turning point, right? They may have been, like I said, very afraid of your answer and thus not willing to talk before. They are like preparing themselves like, okay, I can handle whatever comes up. Either way, I'll know what to do. Like, okay. They are also, I feel like, manifesting that no matter what happens, you guys will be important in each other's lives. They really don't want you to be gone from their life. So it's like, okay, you know, maybe group 1 doesn't want to be together anymore, but we'll still be friends. Maybe group 1 doesn't want to be my business partner anymore, but we'll still be friends. You know, maybe we can't be in a relationship, but we can still, you know, make that creative project. They're trying to manifest that you're just going to be in their life in some way, shape, or form, which is why they are manifesting that you're going to accept their apology. That's what they're actually manifesting. I feel like as well, there's a little bit of this energy where they're manifesting that they can stick to their word. That's a big thing because they've made a decision. They've decided what path they want to go on, but they are still a little bit afraid. I think their big fear is that they're gonna still like want to go in a different direction at some point and not have that freedom to do so. But they're showing up as the King of Wands, meaning that's not really where they're at anymore. But their own fear is that what if I want that in the future and then I won't have that? I do think they are conquering that fear, though. They are manifesting, I feel like, more stability. I'm going to clarify this Ace of Wands in reverse. They're manifesting that they're not going to be as swayed by their momentary passions. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords to clarify. I feel like something happened with them where there was like, again, there was something they were excited about, passionate about, and they may have left you behind for it, and then it turned to shit. And I feel like they're almost manifesting that they remember what that felt like, right? That even in those moments where it's like, I wish I had the freedom to, you know, just pick up and move wherever I wanted, that maybe that didn't go so well for them before. There's something here where they're manifesting that they remember why they're making the choices, because I think freedom's a very important thing for this person. And so they might have like a deep fear that being in close connection means not having freedom anymore. King of Cups. And so the King of Cups and the King of Wands have shown up multiple times, but this person knows that this is worth it. This person knows that this is where they want to be. So I think they're manifesting that they hold on to that feeling, even in those moments where they feel triggered or they feel like they need their independence. Yeah, we have the Justice in reverse. This could be about marriage. This could be about, you know, like a higher level commitment, but about being fair. They're really manifesting that they toe the line. So the biggest two things they're manifesting is that you accept their apology and that they're able to show up consistently. Yeah, and I kind of want to just pull like a few cards from your guides for like advice. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And then the Magician in reverse. Interesting. The Knight of Cups. There is a little bit of like a message here to not make sure that you're not getting totally swept up in a moment, because this person has changed, but the change is still relatively new in their life, right? There's a sense here of making sure that, like keeping in mind with the mountains in the background, which indicate obstacles, that there will be moments where this is not always difficult, right? There will be moments where it is hard to work together. But that doesn't mean like it's not worth it. It's just like, make sure to take things kind of slow, because the Knight of Cups can kind of rush into things. Also, I'm feeling with the Magician in reverse. Make sure to get the answers you need to get about something. Make sure to wait and let this person show up consistently before you let them into your life in a major way. The Five of Wands in reverse, because I feel like the power struggle aspect of this, like, portion of this relationship is over. They're not going to be like constantly fighting you on things anymore, but just like it might take time to fully get to where you want to be. So they're not where they were, and that's pretty solid, but getting to where you want to be with them might take time. So just kind of keep that in mind. So I think that's all I've got for group one today. I hope this has been helpful. It has been an honor and a joy to get to read for you, and I hope I get to again real soon. Take care. Bye. Hi, group two. Okay, so this has already been a really fun read, but hello, welcome. So you guys chose the Judgment card. This feels like, you know, whatever comes out, you and your person are making some big decisions in your lives. I feel like with the layer of water around the tofu, you guys are trying whatever big decisions you need to make. You're trying to kind of be emotionally sensitive to those decisions. So like, let's say you guys are making decisions about where to live, or it feels like this is a make or break decision point in the relationship. Maybe like where to live or what to do for work or whether or not to commit further. And I feel this energy of being sensitive with each other throughout this process. So I want to actually pull you guys an oracle card first to get an overarching theme, and then we'll get into it. Health. Okay. Excuse my burp. 71 reducing to an 8. I want to look at this card real quick. Surrender. Wow, 91. So some of you could have been born in 71 or 91. And then environment. Yeah, this is what I meant. I felt like there was a move. And we have 44. That's a power number, but it also reduces to an 8. Okay. A lot of you are contemplating making a big change to your environment, which for me usually indicates a move, you know, talking about maybe moving in together, moving away from each other, if you move together. For some of you, you know, this is just like where with environment, something in your daily life is slated to change. and you're kind of like trying to approach this conversation together. I feel like these are external circumstances. This isn't so much about the dynamics of this connection with this person. Some of you are needing to make big changes in your life to maintain your physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual health. This is something that is a part of your spiritual journey. And with surrender, I do feel like it's a big change for you. Possibly for this person, right? For one of you. It's a big change because while it is in the physical realm, it also, I feel like, has connotations spiritually. It might also be a big emotional shift. It might be a big mental shift. You have to start thinking about things really differently. But this is kind of the energy I feel you and your person are sort of at right now. I do want to clarify this health card a little bit. Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Somebody here is being asked to walk away from something. And that might also mean walking away from each other potentially. Except some of you are taking breaks because of like trying to get into better balance and better health. We have the Three of Cups in reverse. For some of you, this is a friend who's just very dear to you. Some of you are going back and forth. You're deciding whether or not to continue a romantic part of the relationship or just be friends. Some of you are deciding whether or not to quit drinking. I have to be honest because that's the Three of Cups energy a little bit. Let's see what comes out. Yeah, the Tower in reverse. It's time for a big change, and you guys know that. The Ace of Cups, in order to be more happy, more fulfilled. And the Two of Cups. Oh, I feel like, again, there's a sense here where you guys are really showing up in an emotionally supportive way. This feels like whatever you decide, whatever changes need to be made, you and this person support each other. So let's say that you wanted to relocate to go for your dream job, right? And you're trying to decide what you need to do. This person wants you to go chase your dreams no matter what. There feels like there's a lot of love here. I do see this. There's a lot of appreciation here. And I do see, like we were talking about, there are big changes that have to happen. We saw that with surrender as well. This person, I feel like, is preparing themselves for what happens if they need to surrender you. We have the symbols for air and water here, so you could be an air sign, water sign duo here. But just know the feelings between the two of you are very mutual. So I do kind of see that there's a big shift that's taking place in order to have better, especially I feel better emotional health. And I'm trying to crack my back. There we go. Okay. Better emotional health, right? Something that would make you very happy, or it's like to deal with possible health problems and like trying to balance your emotional well-being at the same time. You'll know if that applies to you. If that's not what's going on, then that's not what's going on. This is already something that's been unfolding. And again, for some of you, this is the decision of whether or not to possibly quit drinking, move away from toxic friends. Let's say you have a friend group and there's one person in particular that you're really close with, and it's like, I love you to pieces, but I can't keep hanging out with a group like this. I can't keep doing this. This person understands. This person's trying to maybe decide if they need to make a similar decision, but they understand why you had to, and they want to support your well-being and your happiness above all else. There's a lot of love here. So let's see what it is. I want to look at what you're consciously manifesting and then what you're actually manifesting. Okay. What you're consciously manifesting. Take both? No, just take this one? Okay. I can listen. That goes like that. And I want to look at this but not take it. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you're manifesting this change because you know you need it for your well-being. We have the plane here, so again, there's travel indicated. Like, you know, like this would be an amazing step of immense self-care. Page of Cups, that would make you happy. It would be a new offer. It would be something to get excited about. It would be something that would be very healing for you. There could be some inner child healing attached to whatever this change is. The High Priestess reverse. Okay. This is what you're consciously manifesting. Wow, the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. And then the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, there's a sense here of like moving, or this even could be for some of you a family member where you're having to kind of talk. We have Pisces here and then Cancer here. So this could be two little water signs. I feel like what you're consciously manifesting, you know, with the High Priestess, you know what you need to do. You know what you're being called to. You might be manifesting that you that you kind of like get really strong in that knowing, so it empowers you to be able to make the change that you know you got to make. You might be manifesting that you're very, very like aware of what your intuition's asking from you, so it's easy to take action, right? It's almost impossible not to. And so you feel like I'm very confident in that. But I also feel like you are manifesting the confidence to be able to speak about this with this person. There's almost a sense here of being able to let them down gently with the Chariot in reverse. Some of you, this is something that came through, you're manifesting that when you have this talk with this person, they ask you not to go, or they ask you not to leave. There could be a sense where they're asking you, like, you could be manifesting that they're asking you to do something different. What is this? So like, let's say you felt like you needed to like break up or something for your own well-being, right? Or like, oh, I noticed this pattern in our relationship and I can't deal with this anymore. Some of this you're manifesting that when you have this talk with this person, they're like, oh, let me work on it. Let me fix it. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. That's what I mean, that there's a lack of balance and reciprocity, and you guys are like almost manifesting that they're like, let me try to save this. The Ace of Cups, yeah, there's an outpouring of love. And the King of Cups, yeah, wow. Again, either it's one of those two scenarios. Either you're manifesting that when you go to have this talk and you go to make the cut, or talk about that process, that this person either is like, let me work on this, let me fix this. If you feel like you can't hang out because everybody always goes drinking and you're trying to quit, I'll quit with you, right? There's like a sense of almost that, like, don't let this turn into a failure. And some of you are manifesting that this person's going to have, if you had to set a boundary with them, be like, I don't really see, this going in a certain direction. Excuse me. I don't really see this going in a certain direction. So I think I'm going to go, move across the country for this job. You're like manifesting that this person be like, oh my God, no, wait, I love you. Some of you are kind of having a conversation. Sorry about the, what's a tractor? Tractor, I hardly know her. That one always, that was for me. Thanks for standing by. Okay, I'm gonna be fine. Some of you are manifesting that this person has a wake-up call and realizes like how much they love you, and they're like willing to, like, this is what prompts them to express that in more detail, because the King of Cups has a lot of love, but he doesn't always say it. And there's a sense here of like, you're kind of hoping that the threat of this falling apart is enough that like prompts them to, because some part of me feels like whatever this changes, you're like not 100% in yet. I'm getting like 80%. You're not 100% in yet, and it's kind of like waiting to see, like, okay, what's like, if I let me see what will happen if I do this. And part of you is kind of hoping that they are like, no, please stay. Or like, no, we can change things. Because I think that that's still very important to you. This person's very important to you, and you're very important to them. Again, there's a lot of love here. So that's what you're consciously manifesting, is that this conversation bring forth some outpouring of emotion, or bring forth some very loving emotions to ease the burden of this conversation. What are you actually manifesting? Excuse me. We have the Five of Swords at the bottom. We'll see what comes out, but this could be where what you're ending up manifesting is a lot of mental conflict, a lot of confusion in the conversation. But let's see what happens. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay. The Nine of Swords in reverse, okay. And the Five of Pentacles. This is interesting. Interesting, we have two nines, and we have a 5, and then another 5. So I feel like what you're actually manifesting is a sense of, first of all, clarity. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, this is where it's like, anxiety, insomnia, I don't know what's going to happen. There's a fear for the worst case scenario. That's resolved, right? But I'm going to be honest, the way it might be resolved is not awesome, because we have the Five of Pentacles. What you're actually manifesting, I feel like, is there's a sense here of hovering in the doorway. Like I was just saying with this, it's kind of like you know, either there's a change I want to make, and like you might be trying to let them down easy, and there might be a sense where there is a lot of like emotional energy exchange between the two of you. So this person might have a hard time detaching with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And there's a sense here with the Five of Pentacles where it might create more problems, or it might create this sense of like you might feel like you're letting them down gently or easily. And there's a sense here of like any sort of back and forth might be a little awkward or like a little difficult for a little while. I'm going to be for real. There might be kind of like, you know, the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, like this person might kind of like actually like react where it's like in a conversation, where it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do without you. I don't know, I'm going to where did this come from? So there's an outpouring of emotion, and it comes from a place of loving you, but I feel like that might be kind of at the core of this. I also feel for those of you where this situation was kind of hoping the person would want to stop you, there's a sense here where it's going to create more, it creates more confusion for you. So like, let's say this person, you know, makes some gesture, some kind of like, no, I want you to stay, even if it's not like as emphatic as you would like. I feel like it creates confusion within you, right? Where it's like, okay, the lack of anxiety, they do care, they do want me to be here, but now what do I do? It feels like it forces you into the space of having to choose between something that is legitimately for your benefit and well-being, or being with this person, or staying close to this person in order to maintain the relationship. There could be a little bit of codependence here. I'm going to be for real, and that's okay. No judgment. We're all on our path here. But there is a sense where I do feel like that's what you're actually manifesting. And the reason why is I feel like there's confusion within your own energy. I want to know more specifically what you can do about that to kind of like, okay, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. This feels like you might be very quick to soothe this person, and they might just need to kind of sit with it for a while. The Queen of Wands. This is also like really thinking about, like, before you take action, before you talk about something, before, you know, you're really putting it out there with the Eight of Wands, really thinking about, does this get me to where I want, right? Does this like serve my overall goal? And to be willing to put yourself at the forefront, you know, like steering the boat of your own life. And if you're struggling with that, to look at why, right? We have a piece missing here. And so there's a sense here of what is it that you need in order to feel whole within yourself? And if you're struggling to make decisions, you know, what is it that, you know, where does that come from? Yeah, because the Page of Pentacles, this offer is coming to you. Look at all the different sauces. I love this card. Look at all the different sauces. You have a lot of different ways you could do things. You have a lot of different options that are going to be blossoming in front of you. So the questions to ask yourself is, you know, do I believe that I can make anything happen? And if I do, why am I sticking around in a situation that is not great for me? Or what am I hoping to gain out of this? So getting really clear, because you can manifest whatever you want, sweet pea, but it's getting really clear on what it is you want. And that's where it goes back to that Judgment card energy about like really looking at what is it that you want to make in your life? What's the story that you want to be the main character of? Yeah, Ten of Cups. What is your true happiness? So that's what I'm seeing in your energy. Now let's look at this person and see what it is that they are consciously manifesting. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands at the bottom in reverse. I almost feel like they're trying to like, whatever it is, they almost want it to like effortlessly come about. You know, the Eight of Wands can indicate travel, so it might be that you don't leave. Same thing with the Chariot in reverse. So we have the Chariot reverse, the Four of Swords in reverse, those flipped out together, and the Ten of Cups. This person's manifesting, I feel like there's this energy where this person's manifesting that things end well, right? It's a happy ending. This person, I feel like, does not want you to leave, but they're also not necessarily going to say that. So this person's kind of manifesting again that they almost don't have to say it, but you just decide on your own not to go, or not to like leave them behind, not to make a change. Because again, with health, there's something where it would really be for the rationale, the reasons, you know, it could be for your healing, for your well-being, but they also like what you were doing. They liked what you guys had. So they know they can't hold you back from making the changes that you know you need to make. but they also don't know if they can go with you on this new cycle, and they don't want you to leave, but they also know they can't ask for that, if that makes sense. So this person's kind of manifesting that you magically just decide, oh, I'm not going to go. Like, I'm not going to make this change. I'm not going to do it. I'll stay at this job. I'll keep, hanging out with this group of people. I'm going to keep, engaging in this not so great habit. Like, it's okay. This person, because, this person loves you. 10 of Cups. They enjoy what you had. They enjoy what you're doing. Like, they love you. And that's a natural thing, but it feels like they're trying to kind of like hold that in equal value and measure with the fact that they want you to be well. And so this is why I don't think they would ask you, and I don't think they would stop you, but part of what they're kind of trying to manifest is that you change your mind. What is this? What are they actually manifesting then? I just got the strongest craving for potatoes. That sounds really good. Maybe they're manifesting potatoes. I swear to God, if like a potato themed card comes out, I'm going to lose it. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Try to see if I get anything off of this. No, we're going to look at the cards in terms of what they're actually manifesting. It might be that you don't really notice an imbalance, or that you kind of sweep it under the rug. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. The Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh, and then the Sun in reverse. You know what they're actually, this is really sad actually. You know what they're actually manifesting? They're manifesting that you do what you need to do. Even though consciously they want you to stay, they're manifesting, because this is an investment usually, and you're waiting to see what's going to come out of it. And when it's reversed, this is where it's like you're kind of like cutting your losses. This person, this is why I'm like, oh, it's really sad. This person's actually manifesting that you cut your losses where you need to. The Sun is always the happiest card in the deck. It's a hell yeah. And even in reverse, it's still the happiest card in the deck. It's like a yes, but. So it's, yeah, but it's going to look different than you thought. Yeah, but it might take longer than you thought. Yes, but like adjustments need to be made. This person wants your happiness above all else, even if they're not a part of it. So even though consciously they're trying to manifest that you kind of just change your mind, this is why I feel like I wasn't getting anything off the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This person knows that it's out of balance. It's throwing you out of balance. And that's why, because they love you. We saw that with the King of Cups. We saw that with the Two of Cups. We're seeing it with the Ten of Cups. Because they love you, and they actually really love you, this person knows that it's not okay to want to keep you in a situation that's not good for you. So if you can hear my stomach rumble, it's like, rah, rah, rah. This person knows that. And that's why, even though consciously they want you to kind of choose of your own volition to stay or to keep doing what you've been doing, they're not going to stop you. And what they're actually manifesting is that you cut your losses, that you release what is not working for you anymore. They're also manifesting that they're able to flow with that. They're able to give you that gift. It's like, maybe I can't make the changes with you. Maybe I can't be what you need. Maybe I can't do these things. Again, we have alcohol referenced. Maybe I can't do these things, but I know that you need them and I want you to do them. This person really loves you. Yeah, the Seven of Swords in reverse. There's a sense here of what this person's actually manifesting is the truth, as well as an ending to sabotage behaviors, self-sabotage behaviors. And they're manifesting that for you. It's like, I want you to be happy, even if it's not, with me doing this thing, like, even if it's not in the way it has been. I want you to be happy. Oh, I actually, for you guys, I want to pull you a few cards from the Loving Words Oracle and see what this person would want to tell you. They could. This world is an undeniably better place because you're in it. This person loves you. And I approve of every part of you, no matter what. Whatever changes you feel you need to make, this person thinks the sun shines out your ass. Like, this person just holds you in such high regard. And so if they're not making a leap with you, if they're not willing to make a change with you, it's only because they feel like they can't make that within themselves right now. Yeah, every moment with you is its own little universe. They love all the time they spend with you. Yeah, I respect you enough to honor you with the truth is at the bottom. This is what I feel like is going on in their energy, is they respect you enough to let the truth come out. Even if that's more like internally or psychically. It's like you coming to the conclusion that you need to do something else and following through with that. They respect you enough to let you find that truth. They respect you enough to not stand in the way of you doing what you got to do to be a healthier person. So I think that's everything I've got for group 2. I hope this has been helpful. This is actually a really sweet read in its own like bittersweet kind of way. So yeah, I hope that's been helpful. I hope I get to read for you in the future. And yeah, stay well and take care. Okay. Yeah. Wow, I totally missed. Oh, yikes. It's like when you put, wow. It's like when a dog tries to eat peanut butter. Okay. Hi, group 3. So you guys chose the Hermit, which in this deck is called the Duo. The letters P, B, or J might be important. There could be Pisces energy showing up here. We also have Virgo. Because this is in this deck, the Hermit is, you know, a very classic duo here. There's a sense here where you and your person might kind of be in hermit mode a little bit. You might not even be full on separated, but whatever sort of space you're taking, there's a lot of spiritual reflection here. It's a very spiritually productive time. There's also a sense where you might be opposites that kind of like, you know, opposites attract. You could be oppositional signs on the wheel of the zodiac. But there's a sense here where I feel like both of you are understanding your spiritual energy better and how you work together, right? As a duality, not a polarity. And I do see that here. So this time that you're in right now is a period of quite deep contemplation, I feel like, about how to proceed and make your energies work together. Somebody might be coming to the realization that you are their counterpart. You are the counter to their energy. I have to sneeze real bad. Hang on. Oh, that was a good one. Okay. Pardon me. Whew. That feels good. That was nice. So I do kind of see that unfolding at this time. It feels like the energy is pretty slowed. There's not a ton of movement right now. But with that, let's take a look and get an oracle card for an overarching theme for what you and your person are manifesting. Ooh, abundance. Yeah, this is what I mean, like come on, Sanasa. A duality and not a polarity. So your energies work together. We have 8-8 showing up. This is a timeless reading, but at the time I'm recording it, it is 2024, and this reduces down numerologically to an 8. The 8-8 portal might be important, but this is all about how to create, with all the pink, abundance of the heart. Yeah, and with nature beneath it, I feel like this is because one or both of you is in a period of accepting your true nature. Possibly in like a very like tangible way, like accepting some parts about yourself. Like, turns out I like this, turns out I don't like this, turns out I want this for my life, or like I don't want to, you know, follow this path. And for some of you, it's understanding and accepting the nature, the spiritual nature of this connection. And again, realizing like we have to work together. There's no other way this could go down. Oh, music. Okay, so one or both of you could be a musician. We have 32 here. That reduces to a 5. There could be a lot of psychic messages exchanged through music. Again, there's a sense of harmony, right? We have to be in harmony. We have to be working together. As you can see in this deck, there are cards where the Merkaba is the same color as the background and ones where it's different. So this, for me, when it's the same, this means that our internal frequency is in resonant harmony with our external reality. And so there's a sense here where I feel like what your person's contemplating is, you know, how do we harmonize? How do we come into resonance, into alignment with creating what we want in the heart space, right? Or we are emotionally aligned. How do we then make that happen? So there are some big questions. This person might have just realized recently that you're like counterparts. Again, it's like an energy of, you know, they may have known they loved you before, but there's like I knew I loved you before I met you. But there might be a sense of like, they're seeing it from a spiritual lens. I mean, like, okay, we have to work together. We have to figure out how to overcome obstacles. Like, there's kind of this energy of like, there's no other person it could be. There's no other way. And so this person's now thinking about how do we create the happiness we both want? How do we get on the same page? Because they realize that, again, you're the other part. it's like you guys are energetically two halves of a whole, and you need to work together, right? It's like a lock and a key. Like, you need to work together to be able to create happiness, to create abundance, in some way, shape, or form, right? You could work together creatively, but like that's kind of what they're contemplating. So I want to see for you, what are you consciously manifesting with this person? The King of Cups. I almost feel like this is for you guys. Like, you're consciously manifesting an opportunity. I'm hearing the word excuse to express yourself authentically. Wow. Okay, the Judgment card. And the Nine of Wands. This is pretty straightforward. The Sun in reverse. I feel like for a lot of you, you're manifesting that this person wake up to being like counterparts. You know, in this deck, we have... Sorry, there's a guy on his tractor going by. In this deck, we have the Sun, which is the flame. And so, you know, if you resonate with the label like twin flame, there's a sense here of like maybe like manifesting that this person wake up to that. But I feel like you're manifesting. I feel like that both of you get the opportunity and the courage to express yourself emotionally, to be able to like express the love that's in your heart. Because again, I almost feel like this is you guys like looking for an opportunity. And it doesn't mean that you haven't done that before, but it could mean like maybe they weren't ready to hear it before. The letter B is showing up twice so far. There's a sense here of, yeah, like being able to express yourself, being able to show this person the love in your heart, being able to like live in the truth of like, this is real love. This is, you know, once in a lifetime soulmate love. So some of you are really like wanting to be able to express that. And with the Nine of Wands, like, you know, persevering in that. This has been a long journey, but like, I know there's something here, and I want to explore that. I want to be able to show you how much I love you. I want to be able to build a life that is based around, like, I want this to be a new beginning, the new beginning we've been fighting for. And for others, again, this King of Cups represents that you want this person to feel the same way. What is this? What is Judgment here? Yeah, the Temperance in reverse, that there's a healing. I feel like even though Temperance isn't usually about deliberation, I am getting that any period of deliberation is over. Any unhealthy, toxic cycles have come to a close. And like delays are over. I know those aren't always Temperance meanings, but that's kind of what I'm getting at. The world. That there is a leveling up, there is a graduation, there is a greater understanding. A lot of you guys have a very like energetic psychic bond, so you can feel this happening and you're like, okay, I'm ready for this. I feel you might be in limited communication with this person, or right now is a time where you're communicating very heavily psychically, more than in the 3D, and there's like a sense of like wanting, like feeling really ready for this new cycle to begin, for this turning point to begin. So let's see what you're actually manifesting. Okay. The Moon. Interesting. The Nine of Swords in reverse. We like that. Oh, and the Four of Wands. That's really beautiful. Okay. The Seven of Wands reversed. What you're actually manifesting is that both of you are, you know, especially after we have, this is like guarded energy. This is guarded energy. So you're manifesting that there's perseverance without being guarded, right? That there is flow here, that there's an openness, because you guys might not have really talked about this before, or talked about the spiritual part of this before. Excuse me. You're manifesting that there's less anxiety around talking about your feelings, talking about your intuition, again, the spiritual aspects here, and less anxiety toward the idea of union, partnership. This is usually a marriage card. This is that 1111 card in the traditional tarot. There's a sense here, what you're actually manifesting is an openness here and a willingness to face fears around these subjects. First and foremost is like just talking points, but then to, you know, moving further. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, what you're actually manifesting is quite a lot of abundance and growth, and a sense of stability with one another, right? A sense of feeling really solid here. All of these roads in the cards are all like dirt roads, except for this one, which is paved, right? So having a sense of like, you've trod the path enough, right? You've taken the steps you need to take, and now it's like almost paving it over. So it's very secure. if I cut the deck, yeah, the Five of Wands in reverse, that there's no defensiveness, no power struggle. You guys are just very able to talk about this, because again, it could be romantic, but it might not be. It feels like you guys have both understood, you've come to understanding about the fact that you're spiritual counterparts. You are meant to work together. Some of you are meant to have a business with this person, to have a thriving creative enterprise with this person. You know, you're meant to be together in union in some way, shape, or form. And it's like you guys, I feel like, both of you have been working through any resistance that comes with that territory. So maybe you were like dead set on this being romantic before, and it's kind of like, you know, I just want you in my life. Like, I feel like we're supposed to be in, you know, in communication, in contact. Some of you, it's like, you know, some of you, like, maybe you have like a family with this person, or you want a family with this person, and it's like, I don't even care if we have a romantic relationship, like I want to create like a solid family, and like that's the most important thing. And I think that's what you guys with abundance here, that's what you're honing in on, is like you guys mean so much to each other, and it's kind of like you have a common goal, and you are a key to each other's happiness, to creating whatever it is that would fulfill both of you. You both are necessary to one another. That's part of that process. And so there's a sense here of, I'm going to release my ego about how this needs to happen or what it needs to look like. And I just want to be able to talk about this openly and like be in that space together. And I think that was a really important thing. I kind of want to get a sense of like what was released, because I'm spiritually nosy. The Ace of Swords. So this might be like needing to hear confirmation, needing to have communication. Again, I feel like you might not be talking a lot in the 3D, but there's a sense here where like spiritually you're communicating very heavily. Your understanding of what you want might be changing. You know, this is what was released. There could have been a way of communicating that was released. Yeah, the King of Swords in reverse. Both of you might not have known what you wanted. Both of you may have been stubborn in what you wanted or how you think things should happen. There could have been a lot of power struggles with communication. There could have been, you know, I'm going to be honest, one or both of you could have really struggled with being decisive and thus being honest. It's like, I can't give you an answer because I don't know yet, is kind of the energy going on here. And that may have been something between both of you that was difficult. But it feels like there are major communication problems. And so there's something about the communication that has been released. The Page of Wands, okay. The King of Swords reversed. And then the Ten of Swords reversed. I feel like there's a sense here of, I feel like forgiveness is a big word here. The Three of Cups in reverse. There may have been third party energy. There may have just been somebody who is like, really like all about partying for a while and like not willing to kind of talk seriously. There's a sense here what is released is this cycle of just like keeping things surface level, keeping things light and fun, and not really like diving deep, not really talking about what you really think, what your big plans are. You may even worry, like feeling like you're waiting for this person to give you answers and it's not happening. And again, there's a sense here of I can't give you an answer if I don't know. And I feel like there's a lot of release of old painful cycles, both between the two of you and like from each other's past, right? So this may have been a trigger point for you. It's like, have the respect for me to just like let me know what's going on, or like, you know, and they can't because they don't know, they don't trust themselves. There's like a lot of themes around that, around trust, both between each other and with, you know, with self, trust in the universe, and communication. And I feel like that's what's being released. So I want to get a feel for what, almost knocked it all over, what this person is manifesting consciously when it comes to you. That's what they're actually manifesting. Okay, I'll take it. That's also what they're actually manifesting. Okay. What they're consciously manifesting when it comes to you. This one. Okay. Yeah, the Seven of Wands reversed. So again, they're consciously manifesting that things flow very well, that things are like relaxed. They're consciously manifesting that you guys are open to each other, that you're going to be receptive to what they have to say. I do see that. The Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the letters C, T, and M here. And then the Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay. I feel like they're manifesting that you guys can move on from a cycle of no communication. We have the broken letter here. So from a cycle of no communication, I feel like they're manifesting that you guys can take a new path, that what you're feeling spiritually, energetically, and emotionally is sort of like indicative of the fact that both of you are ready to move on. What is this Eight of Pentacles in reverse? That's the only thing I'm struggling with. Okay, the Three of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There might be a sense where, so yeah, and there's that Seven of Wands. There could be a sense where in their life, there's something they were working very hard toward, and they released it, right? Because the Three of Wands for me is, in reverse is a change of plans. There may have been a change of plans. It's kind of to do a lot with work, or like family, a home. There could be like, there may have been family expectations getting in the way before. And there's a sense here of what they're trying to manifest. I feel like they're wanting to take a different path. And they're manifesting that, it's like they're manifesting that you understand what was happening before. So this is what's been happening, right? Change of plans. They could be switching careers. They could be getting a different job. There's a dog in my yard. Oh, it's so cute. Hi, buddy. Oh, and it's peeing on the spot where my dogs like to pee. I'm sure that will be an issue later, but it's not right now. He's so cute. Okay. This person's had a big change of plans, right? This person might have broken away, like I said, from their family. This is like very, traditional kind of energy. This is like, generational inheritance, positive or negative, material or spiritual. So this is where you're breaking away with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You're breaking down those inherited patterns. You're breaking down what your family has always done. And so there's a sense here with, in doing that, there's a change of plans. There's a change in the winds. And you start clarifying the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, kind of meaning that what they were pouring all their energy into, which may have been getting their family's approval, working a particular kind of job, taking over a family business, following a traditional path of, if you do A, then B, then C, you get this job, then you get married, then you have a kid, kind of a thing. Like, they might be really like challenging that and questioning that. And in doing so, they're kind of looking at the situation between the two of you and kind of been like, shoot. So you see how in this deck, usually the Five of Cups has 3 cups spilled over and 2 are still upright. Here we have 2 spilled over, 2 upright, and this big bad boy in the middle. There's a sense here, I feel like the big cup here is they have all this love, and they're looking at the Two of Cups, which I feel like was a cycle with you guys previously, that has been spilled over, but they still see the potential here that you could start again, that it's like, now that this is out of the way, now that I've dealt with this, now that this is like, I have a new perspective on this, I'm seeing things differently. Again, their sense of what would make them happy is different. Their way of looking at something is different, right? We have this with the music card, right? And then we have 32 and it's reduced into a 5. That's the number of challenges and changes. They are looking to make changes to bring their life more into harmony. They are looking to make changes to make their life aligned with what they actually truly want. So they're looking at this relationship, pardon my itchy nose. They're looking at this relationship and now seeing like, ooh, there's potential. Like, I think like we could have another shot. And I think that what they're trying to manifest, what they're consciously manifesting, is that you're open to this. Again, right? 2 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands in reverse. You're not fighting them. You're willing to hear them out. You're willing to possibly, if you're more advanced with spiritual concepts, explain some of this. What is the 2 of Wands in reverse more specifically? Yeah, the 5 of Wands in reverse. You're not going to fight them. This won't be a power struggle. You'll listen to them. The Ace of Wands in reverse, you'll listen to why they felt they couldn't do this before. Why they felt like what was getting in the way. Some of you, you're finally getting an answer. Yep, the 2 of Pentacles, why they kept going back and forth and back and forth. Because they were juggling these 2 potential paths forward. And so there was a need to like pick one and kind of like stick with it, right? Because I think they were able to hold both in equal value and measure for a little bit. And then it started to kind of get a little bit crazy. So that's what they're consciously trying to manifest, is that you're able to hear them out. It's not a power struggle, that you'll be in harmony with one another, again, aligned with one another, because they recognize that you need to be a part of their path moving forward in some way, shape, or form. I do want to know what they want, though, right? I think they'll accept however things need to happen, but I want to see what they actually want before we move on to what they are truly manifesting. Interesting. We have Temperance reversed at the bottom. They could want healing. The Devil in reverse. I feel like they've been giving up some really toxic patterns and cycles and people. And there's a sense here where they could really want to contextualize that for you so you understand, but they also want to heal. And I think they see you as part of their healing process. I have to sneeze. Hang on. Hang on there. That felt great. Pardon me. Okay. So what they actually want with you, if they were like, could call the shots here. We have the Moon. Okay. They really want to be able to express their feelings to you. Yep. Ace of Swords. They want to be able to express their feelings to you. And the Knight of Swords. They want to be able to communicate from a really emotional place. They might want to have a family together. The Moon is maternal energy. They might not really know how to say that. But what they're asking for is they want to be able to express themselves very emotionally and very spiritually with you. We have Cancer and Pisces showing up, and then Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They want to lead with the heart, not with the head. There's also a sense here of not wanting to let their emotions, their fears get the better of them. So in the past, they may not have wanted to let their emotions get the better of them, but now they don't want to let their thoughts, their fearful thoughts, get the better of them. Yeah, and again, I think they don't even know what this will look like yet. They're kind of trying to... This is a very intuitive person, but I don't think you would know based on their outside persona. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I do think that they want to be in relationship. They want to be in union. But I think their primary objective right now is to be able to share their feelings and kind of like get all of it out there. Again, they might look at you as part of their healing process. Yeah, because I cut the deck, and first of all, I unintentionally cut the deck. So there's that Temperance at the bottom again, but then it fell open to the Two of Cups. This person, I think, wants to be back in partnership, but they want to start with like talking about their feelings and get it all out there. They see you as part of their healing process. They see you as very nurturing, very loving. Again, they might have a goal for kind of like having children together. And it was 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 on the timer as I said that. For having children together, having a family together. And they might not start with that, but it's like, let me talk about my feelings first. Let me see how we talk about this together. Let me start putting myself out there more vulnerably. But that might be something they're not saying, right? Because they're not trying to rush anything. They're like, all right, it'll happen the way it needs to happen. So that's what they want. But that Two of Cups, I mean, come on. I think they're open to however that needs to take place, but that's kind of what they're hoping for. So let's see what they're actually manifesting. We had the 2 cards already, and now we have our third. The Ten of Swords in reverse. They are manifesting healing between the two of you. I want to look at this one. Look at this one. The Queen of Cups in reverse. I think they're trying to manifest that there's emotional healing. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. They're trying to manifest that they can communicate to you effectively, that you are like a dream come true for them. You're a wish. Because they feel like they want to offer you some type of like, again, they want to lead with the heart. And in doing so, hope that kind of facilitates a bridge to healing with you. So 6 of Pentacles in reverse. The 5 of Pentacles upright. Okay. And then the World. What they are actually manifesting is an end to this cycle. An end to this cycle where they could not give to you equally because they just didn't have it. This is emotional poverty for them. There could be an element of material instability and a lack of generousness, but this is where they couldn't give you their time, their energy. They might not be able to financially pull their weight or like give you as much as they wanted. But this is mostly about how they're able to contribute and show up solidly to the connection. They couldn't give that before because they just didn't have that. What is the 6 of Pentacles reverse? And we talked about that again with the Queen of Cups and like the Temperance, is they want to help, and the Ten of Swords, they want to help provide healing, because they feel like that you've done a lot for them. We have the Death card in reverse. I feel like there's a sense here of they do want things to change, but they don't want things to be over. There's a sense here too where like this never ends. They have that feeling in some way, shape, or form, and they want to honor that. So clarifying the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, the 7 of Cups in reverse, yeah, the Devil in reverse, and the Empress. So there could have been a meddling mother figure. I'm going to be for real, possibly a co-parent that they have to deal with. But I feel like there's something where there's a lot of confusion, emotional confusion created from toxic people and cycles in their lives. And they were kind of dealing with that. And that's why they weren't really able to show up and invest in you and the situation. But they are seeing you with the Empress as somebody who is abundant, who is loving, like nurturing, kind. It's like everything that they wished this other person had been for them. This, like, again, I'm getting like a meddling mother for a lot. Just because we have that 10 of Pentacles, where there could have been a long-term partner that really was like in the picture for a long time. And they're seeing you as this actual like person. And so there's a sense here where they want to honor you like that. They want to treat you like that. And I do see that here. So what they're actually manifesting is an end to the cycle of not giving you your due credit, of not showing up in a way that is treating you with the respect you deserve. So I think that's everything I've got for you today, Group 3. I hope this has been helpful. I'm wishing you big, beautiful things, lots of luck, prosperity, healing, love, all that good stuff. And hopefully I will see you again real soon. Take care. Bye.